Hey guys, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I've got a video today that was requested by some of my subscribers. This is going to be something that's a little bit out of my wheelhouse. I've not done a whole lot of this, and I think I'm awful at it. But it was requested, so I said that I would do it. So here we go. So some of you may or may not know that I recently picked up the Matrix palettes from Makeup Geek. And once I got these, some people had requested that I do a swatch video on these palettes. So I'm so glad to do this. Number one, because I love Makeup Geek, and I don't think enough people talks about Makeup Geek anymore. And I don't know why. Their shadows are so good. When it comes to mattes, they're some of the best mattes I have in my collection. And I had, before I bought these, I had the round pans. I didn't have all of them, but I had some of them. And that's how I knew that I loved Makeup Geek. As a matter of fact, my black is still the round pan because that was the one shadow they were out of when I got mine. They had everything else but that one. So until I get that one, I've just pulled my round one out. But we're going to go ahead and start with the power pigments. And that's what these colorful ones are considered, are power pigments. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the names of these and start swatching these first. And bear with me, guys. I'm not very good at swatches, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to start and do these 4 at a time. So we're going to do Unleashed, which is this pretty pink. So pretty. The next one is Transform, which is this green. I barely got any on my finger. There we go. The next is Tenacious, which is this really pretty blue. That right there. And then the next one is Dedicated. That'll look good with what I've got on. These feel kind of dry to the touch, but they are not lackluster in pigment. They go on very well. So there are the first 4. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing 4 at a time, and I'm going to wipe this hand off and these fingers. And while they are drying, I will swatch the next 4 on the other hand using the other 4 fingers. So I think I might have a method down. So I'm going to go ahead and do Corrupt, which is that black. And I'm going to swatch the 4 and then I'll show you. I'll hold my hand up and show you. The next one is Invincible, which is a very deep purple. Very pretty. And you know, if you are interested in Makeup Geek, you don't have to buy the entire Matrix palettes at one time. You can do just a couple at a time. They also have quads and 9-pan palettes made up. There's tons of options that you can do if you're interested. And then the next one is Courageous. And did I show you guys the blue that I done, which is Indestructible? So I done that one. So here are these 4. You can see on my fingers they're pigmented. So now I'm going to wipe those off. And move over to the next swatches. So I have 4 of the power pigments left. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. How's that? Okay. So the next one is Untouchable, which is this pretty red. Then we have Dynamic. For whatever reason, Dynamic feels a lot smoother than the rest of them. Potential. Potential feels very smooth as well. And then the last one is White Lies. So there we have those. So that is all of the Power Pigments. So get these wiped off. Okay. Move those to the side. So now I'm going to start with the neutrals. And I don't have to pull these out because I've got a card that tells me the names. So that's good. But this is what they look like. Okay, and the way I'll do it is there's 4 in a row. So I'm going to go down the rows. Sorry, I had to have a drink. Okay, so the first 4 that we're going to do is called So Pale. Then you have Vanilla Bean, Shimma Shimma, and Banana Split. Okay, so I started, this right here is So Pale. This one that you can't hardly see is Vanilla Bean, Shimma Shimma, and then Banana Split. Okay, so the next 4 that we're going to do is Bedrock, Clean Slate, Take for Granted, and Smoke Signal. And as you can see, they look the same in the pan. The cards are very similar on the colors. But I can start showing you the palette as well as I do them. So, my hand is all dry. Trying to place that card so I can see it. Okay. So first we have Bedrock. And we have Clean Slate. Take for Granted. And Smoke Signal. So this one is Bedrock. This one is Smoke Signal. So it goes top to bottom. Is the way I done it. They're very creamy and just so pretty. And that's what the pans look like after they've been swatched. So now the next row. The next row is Beach Please, Latte as Usual, Espresso Yourself, and Dark Roasted. So we're going from the cooler tone browns, and it's starting to transition into the warmer tones. So this row is going to be a warm and cool tone mix, and then it's going to start getting into the warmer tones. So let me dry my hand off here. Okay, so now we're going to do Beach Please. Then we're going to do Latte as Usual. These names are so cute. Espresso Yourself. And Dark Roasted. That makes me want a cup of coffee. So there is those. Very pretty. Very creamy. Just very, very good neutrals. I love it. So the next row, we're getting into the peachy browns. Peachy, peachy. Let's see if I can find another clean spot on this wipe. Okay. So now we're getting into this row right here. So starting at the top, we're going to be doing Creme Brulee, Honey Badger, Cheetah Bear, and Chocolate Wasted. Chocolate Wasted sounds like a place I need to be. Okay, so Creme Brulee is my first swatch. Then we're going to do Honey Badger, Cheetah Bear, and Chocolate Wasted. That is those swatches. And I just noticed at the bottom of this card, it tells you exactly what you're looking at. So the first row was beiges, then your grays, then your coral browns. Now we just done the warm browns. So now we're going to do the blushes. So now we're going to do this row right here. Okay, so now we're going to do Prim and Proper, Blushing Beauty, Vintage, and Americano. So this one is Prim and Proper. Then we have Blushing Beauty, Vintage, and Americano. So there they all are on my fingers. There they are on the hand. And these first two are light blush colors, but if I go over the second time, there you go. They're very beautiful. There's just something about the tones of Makeup Geek's shadows that they're different, and they're so pretty. And the tone, I think, is what helps make them look so creamy. So now we're going to go into the Plum row, which is this row right here. So now we're going to do Cupcake, Getting Figgy with It, Bitten, and Give Me the Dirt. So this is what they look like on my fingers. So we have Cupcake, Getting Figgy with It, Bitten, and Give Me the Dirt. So there we go. Now we're starting the yellows. What are you doing, Malika? My dog is down here in the floor making all kinds of noises. I've stuck my paper towel in foundation because that's just the life that I live. Okay. Now comes this last row in this palette. So we're going to start with Had Me at Yellow, Tiki Hut, Deja Brew, that's cute, Coffee Before Talkie. Here they are on my fingers. Wow, that Coffee Before Talkie is pretty dark. And that is all of the neutrals. So now we're going to be going into the colors. So this is the colors palette right here. And we're going to start with the greens over here. So we have Meant to Be is the first one. Then we have All of You, Spilled Tea, and Enchanted Forest. So that's what they look like on the fingers. Wow, that Enchanted Forest is deep. They're very pretty. So the next ones are going to be the blues. I got the blues. I don't know what that was. Okay. You draw this off. Okay. So now we're going to do Code Blue is the first one. The second one is Blew Me Away. The third one is Seize the Day, like the watery seas. Time Travel is the last one. Those are gorgeous blues. Oh my. Those are beautiful. I especially love these first two. And yeah, I still have pigment on my fingers. Those are gorgeous. So now we're going to be going into the cool purple. And what's cool about this palette is it has both cool and warm purples. So you've got your cool purples, and then this is the warm purples. So it gives you both. Starting to build up color on the outside of my hand where I'm knocking all that pigment off the top. I'm drying my hand off if you're wondering what I'm doing. Okay. So now for the cool tone purples. The first one is called Lavender Dreams. Then we have Current Obsessions, Curfew, and Eternally Grateful. Beautiful. As many of you know, purples are my favorite color story, so. I have to pull me out another wipe. I have used that one up. Okay. So now we're going to go into the warm purples. So we have Pretty in Pink, On Wednesdays, Back to the Fuchsia, and Wine and Dine. So there we have those. We got 3 more rows to go. The next row is going to be Cool Pinks, which is this row right here. We have Cool Pinks, then we have Warm Pinks, and then we go into our oranges. Okay, so we have Cotton Candy for the first one. Then we have Tuscan Sun, Pinky Promise, and Berry Shady. I'm going to do that Cotton Candy again because I don't think it's going to show up very well if I don't. It's a very light color. So that is your cool tone pinks right there. Excuse me. Wet my whistle. Okay, now the warm tone pinks. We have Bellini, Peach for the Stars, Staycation, I've had enough Staycation, and Hot Tamale. Warm tone pinks. Now for the last row, which are the oranges. Okay. Peach Smoothie is the first one. Chickadee, Morocco, and Brick House. She's a brick house. So there are those 4. And that, my dears, is the entire Makeup Geek Matrix collection. They do have foils and things like that I do not have. I just have the mattes. I do plan on picking up their foils at some point because their foils are beautiful. They're like butter. But that is the 3 palettes of their mattes that I do have. And that's their whole collection as of right now. I wish they would put out some more foils and some more mattes. And they may be in the future. She's been putting out new stuff here lately. So, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload a video. If you didn't like this video, then give it a thumbs down. I know I'm not the best swatcher. I'm trying to get better at it, though. So, I hope to see you guys in my next video. I love you all, and God bless.